So today we're going to build a rock climbing wall and a peg... some climbing walls that we're going to attach to our garage. Let's jump right in. If you haven't seen how we use our wall, how we built our wall, we'll leave a link down below too, but the cool thing is we used the French cleat and you can move these around, shift them around. Go check it out. It's super awesome. We can move anything wherever we want and it's fantastic. Let's go check out what we need to build this project. Okay, to start off, what we did, we used the 2 feet by 4 feet oak plywood, pre-cut, because that way it fit in my van easier and I was lazy. Okay, to make all the holes though, that we need for the climbing holes, we're gonna use this T-square here to kind of help us draw all the lines. We're gonna use a drill with a 7/16 inch drill bit, the 1/2 inch T-nuts. So again, the drill bit's just a touch smaller. You know, you want it a super tight fit so it doesn't wobble and eventually wear out and blow out. Okay, we got our bolts here to hold in the holes. Allen wrench to tighten it up. This is the same size as the Allen, so I'll show you what this does. This will help us tighten all the T-nuts into place. And lastly, we need climbing holds. Lots and lots of climbing holds from Rocky Mountain Climbing Gear. We picked ours up. Go check them out. Good price, good company. And we are going to also use some clamps because we're going to try to clamp these two boards together and drill the holes at the same time. We got a 6x6 grid. Each side, we came in 3 inches, and then we went 3 inches from the top and bottom, and then from there it's every 6 inches. Okay, so we got 3 inches, 6 inches, 6 inches, 6 inches, 3 inches. Unless you mess up and draw an extra line. Save time drilling. Drill both at the same time. Here we go. So they stay in the same spot. And we're gonna start drilling them. Bonus feature of these clamps. Look at this. It makes like a little table for me. So when I drill through, and I have a little gap there. That's awesome. So we're actually gonna start off with a little bit smaller of a bit so it doesn't have to dig through this whole thing with a 1/2 inch bit, and that'll kind of help us get that first hole started. And since we go through 2 boards here, it's going to be even more important to then go straight down. So let's get started. Oh, one thing to note, safety glasses. Burp, burp. Must. I forgot to mention that. You gotta wear them. Protect those eyeballs. Got our 32 holes drilled. We are going to start with a 1/2 inch or 7/16 inch bit. Done. Now that we have all the holes drilled, now we're gonna start putting in those T-nuts. Okay, and there's a process to that so you don't bend it and blow out the hole from the beginning. So we already did one of the boards to kind of learn a faster way to do it. There's really not a super fast way without hammering them in, which is not recommended. So we'll kind of show you what we found out that works best for us. Okay, so we have this board that we drilled 2 holes in for 3/8 inch size. And then what we did is we got a small washer and a big washer, and we stuck our 3/8 inch bolt through there. Okay, so then if you come down to the bottom, we started off our T-nut going there, and then we're gonna hook up our drill, which has the attachment on it for the 3/8 inch Allen size. So now we'll be able to just tighten that in, suck it in, and that seems to be the fastest that we can figure out. Sometimes you have to take an extra Allen key and tighten it tighter if the battery's wearing out or it kind of isn't powerful enough. But we'll kind of show you what we do. boreholes drilled, T-nutted. It took a long time. If there's a faster way, let me know. Maybe you found a better way than me. So now it's time to get these boards mounted on the wall. And we use a unique system called a French cleat. And basically what it does is an interlocking of 45-degree angles. So we have a 45 cut on the wall. We have a 45 attached to the wall piece. And they interlock just like that. So we use that because we can switch up our wall any way we want. And that seems to work well for us, so we can keep training unique. We are going to add a third row so we can hang obstacles at the top, the middle, and soon bottom. But we got to make sure that these other obstacles, like this pegboard, when it hangs down, it's not going to hit other obstacles, stuff like that. And when we hang up the two climbing walls, we want them to be able to be stacked. So I have to figure out where it can sit so we can still stack them and not interrupt other legs sticking out on other obstacles. Here we are, finished product, climbing wall. Pretty happy with it. We always like to use it for a little bit before we make our video because that way we can kind of give you some things we would change. Here's one thing we added. Since we're using a French cleat system, the bottom actually would kick out a little bit on that board. One thing we could have done is maybe use two little French cleats to hook into both of those at the top. But instead, we just locked them together using this like little 1x, and that makes this super secure. Even for me, when I try to pull on it as hard as I can, it's not going to go anywhere. So that's been kind of fun. We've been making a little course now. The boys like to climb it. Even my little 2-year-old loves to climb this wall. If you follow us on Instagram and Twitter, you may have seen that picture. Super fun. Yeah, we look forward to being able to change out these holes all the time. Again, we just thank you Rocky Mountain Climbing Gear for the partnership, sending us these holds and helping us make this possible. Showing you guys how to do this, how we did this at least. If you guys have any ideas, what we should do differently next time, just let us know. We're gonna keep climbing. We want you guys to do the same. See ya!